Hi everyone, I compared the strength of Loctite threadlocker permanent red and removable blue. Let's check it out. I installed 6 3/8 diameter by 1 inch long threaded bolts onto this angle iron setup. The bottom 3 bolts will be for the removable blue threadlocker and the top 3 for the permanent red. I started with the permanent red threadlocker, applied 2 drops to the end of the bolt, and threaded on a nut. In my test, the nuts were not under any load, so the torque needed to loosen these nuts in a real-life application would need to be added to the torque needed to loosen a nut that has been fastened down tightly. In each setup, I positioned a point at the 12 o'clock position in an attempt to get the wrench at the same starting position. I repeated the process for the blue removable thread locker. Again, the 3 on the bottom were the blue removable and the 3 on the top the red permanent. For the test, I used a digital hanging scale attached to a 9/16 inch combination wrench. The distance from the center of the bolt to the attachment point of the rope was 5.5 inches. And I did my best to keep the rope and wrench at a 90-degree angle at the start of the pull. First up was the blue removable thread locker. The video is at 2 times speed. The first sample took 3.8 pounds of force to loosen the nut. The second sample required 4.8 pounds of force. And the third sample, 4.4 pounds. Next up was the permanent red thread locker, video at 3 times speed. It took 30.6 pounds of force to loosen the first nut. The second sample required 35.8 pounds of force. And the final sample required 26.4 pounds of force. I used this Omni torque calculator to convert my findings to foot-pounds. First up, the blue Loctite. Distance 5.5 inches, average force of 4.33 pounds for a torque of 1.98 foot-pounds. Next, the red Loctite with the same distance of 5.5 inches, but a average force of 30.9 pounds for a torque of 14.16 foot-pounds. So in my small scale tests, Loctite's permanent red 271 thread locker was 7 times stronger than their removable blue 242 thread locker.